Hey, my name is Savannah, and today is day one of trying to crochet a dog blanket in 5 or 6 days. I am very excited about this project. I got the yarn about a month ago. I'll actually show you the yarn now. The base color is going to be this Pound of Love in Elephant Gray. I use Pound of Love a whole lot, especially for huge projects like this that you need a ton of yarn for. It keeps the yarn cost down. So this is going to be the base color, and then there's going to be 4 different styles of dogs in my blanket. So I got 4 different colors. I've never used Color Theory before, the yarn that Two of Wands did in collaboration with Lion Brand, but this is going to be like, so there's going to be like 1 dog, 2 dog, 3 dog, 4 dog, and this is going to be the first dog. This is Tourmaline? I'm not too sure, but it's very cute. It's very soft. I'm super excited to start working with it. We also have Color Theory in Canyon. Love this color as well. For like the edges and sides, I'm also going to have like dividers of like paws and bones in between the dogs, but that will be in Vanna's choice in the color Charcoal Gray. Do you see how this is all shaping up? I'm loving it. So the last 2 Color Theory colors I'm going to be using are this green. It's called Caper. This is probably my favorite color out of the bunch, but I'll also be using Bee Pollen. This is such a good name for this color. These are all the dog colors. That's with the border color, and that is with the base color. So I'm super excited about this color scheme. I don't normally, choose bolder colors like, this sort of yellow and this sort of thing. Like if it was my way, these would all just be like earth tones, but the people I was talking to about this project really encouraged me to go out of my comfort zone, and I think those colors really go well together. I've been dying to use the Color Theory yarn line, so I'm super excited to incorporate it into this project as well. I will be using a 5mm hook, but yeah, that's the yarn for the project. The pattern is obviously mine. I designed it a couple months ago, I think. I've been just really into like color work and color work charts lately, especially in crochet blankets, because it's such like a big project, but it's so satisfying and I get so much use out of it, so much more than crochet garments usually, because obviously you can use blankets year round and crochet garments are usually for 1 season only, which is still great. I also actually have already lied a little in this video. I know, so sorry, but I did start this blanket project last night just because I was feeling super unmotivated about this, and for me at least, the best way to get through unmotivation is to just start the project and be like, okay, this actually isn't as hard as I think it'll be. So this is where I'm at right now. I don't even know if this is in frame at all, but yeah, you can see how the base color and the border color and the first dog color are all working up. So excited about this. All the yarn is so soft and I think it's coming together. I don't know, it's even better than I expected. All of these little pin things you see are bobbins. I include in the pattern how to make the bobbins and how to use the pins, so like there's not a ton of yarn strings hanging down, just normally the one that you're working with at the moment. So yeah, this is what I have so far. It's only 6 rows, so I feel like I haven't really cheated. So I was originally planning to take my time with this project, but I just got back from spending time with my boyfriend, and then I fly out to DC to go visit my old roommates, which I'm super excited about, but I fly out in 5 days. And I really want to just get this project done and out of the way so I don't have to come back to something that's incomplete and I can just start whatever's next by the time I'm back. So yeah, and I've done things like this before. Like I love setting a deadline for myself, especially because I don't know, I set my own schedule all the time and this is a really good way to keep me motivated. So yeah, I'm super excited to do this. I will check back in with you guys whenever I have a more significant amount of progress. So this blanket pattern is also like super customizable, so you can have like your favorite breeds of dogs or whatever on it. I'm not a dog person. I'm just kind of making this for the dog girlies. With the ones that I chose, this blanket is going to be around, I think 145 rows, which is a whole lot. I don't know. I don't want to look at it. I'm just kind of following the chart and seeing what happens. And it's going a lot faster than I thought it would. So yeah, I'll check back in with you guys whenever I have more progress on this blanket. It is currently 2 p.m. on Sunday, October 13th. This video is going to be releasing in November. The pattern is going to be releasing in November. So there's really no reason for me to rush it besides the fact that I want to and I want to challenge myself. So I'll check back in with you guys whenever I have a lot more progress done, hopefully, and maybe more things to say about the pattern and what's going on with it. Hi, I didn't mean for my second update to have a puffy face and puffy eyes like this, but here we are. I will explain, I swear. If it looks like I've been crying for about 2 hours, it's because I watch Me Before You. I like watching movies while I'm crocheting, especially movies that I've already seen, and know I like. And I remember watching Me Before You in the theater with my mom and my sister when it first came out, and I was like, I really liked it when I was like 13, but it probably won't get to me now. You can understand what the punchline is to this. But what it also gave me was time to finish the first dog on my blanket. Let me show you. I have to balance the mic on my knee like this, so like sorry if I look a little hunched and weird. It's because I am a little hunched and weird. But yeah. Whoa, that's what it looks like now. The corgis are my base. I'm loving the way these colors are coming together. It's just so... It's gonna be exactly how I envisioned it. I really can't express how happy that makes me. And I think I'll be able to finish this on time. I took a lot of breaks today. I went on a lot of walks with my mom. I made food, a lot of stuff in between. So it wasn't like full dedicated crocheting for all of this time. So yeah, I have a lot of hope that I will indeed be able to finish this before Thursday. It is now like midnight on Monday, midnight 05 or whatever. So I think I'll be able to do this, and I think it looks great so far, which is obviously super motivating. I probably won't update like first thing in the morning tomorrow. I'm hoping to do the divider and the next dog before the update. Maybe I'll be midway through the next dog. But yeah, I've never done one of these videos, and maybe you've never watched one of these videos, because who crochets a blanket in 5 days? I really don't agree with people like pushing through projects in a very short amount of time, even though it is literally like all I do. So I'm a pretty big hypocrite. I just think that the joy of creating, I heard it described recently as process knitting versus project knitting. People who really take joy in like the creation and like the slow stitching of it and like really putting love into every stitch, and people like me who really love getting the project done. And like I have the vision for this. I think it looks great. I want it to be done as soon as possible, and obviously I'm on a time constraint, which doesn't help. But yeah, I know I probably look ridiculous saying all of this. I know my eyes look terrible right now. I'm sorry that I'm subjecting you to this, but I also believe in changing the standards around women's beauty and the way women look, and we can still be taken seriously whenever we've cried for 2 hours over a silly little movie. So take me seriously. I do not have to perform beauty and gloss. Not saying that I was before. I also don't really... It's not that I don't believe in wearing makeup. I thought I was not like other girls in middle school for not wearing makeup. And so now I don't know how to use it. Like I kind of do, and I have a routine and I have products that I can use, but I just feel like a fraud every time I do it. And I'm so much more used to seeing my face barefaced, and so is everyone else. And it's just a lot better for now. Why am I talking about this? It's really late. Hello, it is already technically past day 2. It is 12:55 a.m. on Tuesday, October 15th, but I'm counting this as my day 2 recording because I did not get as much done as I wanted to. I feel like whenever I watch these videos, I'm like, how did you not realize that you weren't going to get as much done as you wanted to on this day? Like, you started this video thinking that you had this much time. Like, you should have planned out beforehand, but here I am being one of those people. I did still get a good amount done before I talk about it. Let me show you. This is what I got. This is what I got. But yeah, I got these bones and about half of the next dog done. Again, I have a pretty clear schedule tomorrow. I'm currently applying to live in Ireland for 2025, or at least most of 2025. So I'm dealing with a lot of like visa application stuff right now. So I was spending most of the day dealing with that because I was like, oh, I kind of need to get started on that. It's October. The embassy needs time to process that. So yeah, that's what I was working on instead of this blanket, but I still got a lot done. I watched Survivor or a movie with my mom every single night, so that helped. What didn't help was that our Wi-Fi went out in the middle of the day, or in the middle of what is normally my working time. I had already gotten all the Ireland stuff done by then, but I live in a very rural place and our Wi-Fi is incredibly slow. It did take me 18 hours to upload my first YouTube video. That was just about 20 minutes, and it's going to take me probably much longer to upload this because I think it's going to be a little bit longer than that. Hopefully 5 days can't be condensed down that short, because I was watching a movie and I saw the TV Glow actually, and I was really liking it, and then 10 minutes before the end it just cut off and I still haven't finished it, which is pretty sad. So hopefully next time I check in, the Wi-Fi will have been fixed. We have a technician coming tomorrow. For now, while I'm crocheting, my entertainment is either Survivor. I keep on thinking that I'm hearing things. If I get murdered in the middle of this, that would kind of be awesome. But my entertainment is either Survivor with my mom, or I'm currently listening to my first Barbara Kingsolver book on audio. So that's pretty exciting. I also, this appearance of mine, what you're currently seeing right now, I really have this desire for people to know that I feel like this is my natural state whenever it comes to crocheting. Like, I always start my TikToks and my videos whenever my hair is washed and things like that, so I can give the impression that that's what I look like all the time, but this is what I feel is my true form. The bangs pushed back, the hair usually up, and I usually put the effort to like twirl it into a bun, but this kind of half pulled through ponytail into an excuse of a bun is what we've been doing lately, because buns sometimes give me headaches and I can't be bothered. Again, why am I ranting like this? So tomorrow I'm hoping to get done the rest of the dog, the next divider, and maybe half of the next dog after that. I think that would get me really on track. If I do even more than that, that would be pretty awesome. But yeah, this is the day 2 check-in. Yay! Hello, beautiful people. It is Tuesday, October 15th, about 3:30 p.m., and I have just finished dog number 3. I really feel like I can actually do this. I also realized today that I actually don't have as much time as I thought I would, because I fly out Thursday night, so I thought I'd have Thursday all day, but no. Thursday is now blocked off with some errands I need to run. So really, I just have today and tomorrow, which I didn't really think about. So this will become crocheting a blanket in like 4 days or something. But I have belief in myself and I believe we can do it. I'm currently listening to an audiobook by Barbara Kingsolver. She reads it as well. It's so much fun. I love whenever authors read audiobooks. And I'm about halfway through that, so hopefully I'll be able to finish that. I'm about to start watching a bunch of like booktube stuff, because that's what I want to do right now. So it's going to be a row of bones next, and it's raining outside, and I've never had an electric kettle at home before, but I'm getting one delivered today in the next couple of hours, alongside some cinnamon tea that my boyfriend has that's really good, so I ordered some for myself to enjoy with the electric kettle. I'm so excited. Raining, tea, crochet, so cozy. Probably gonna watch Survivor with my mom later. I'm gonna get so much stuff done. Yeah, what a beautiful project. I'm so motivated and so excited. I think it's coming together so well. Like, the vision that I had is being executed so perfectly, and I also can't wait to see what other people make with this pattern. I have some testers for it. People who buy the pattern can see like the sort of different combinations you can make, and what the work that they're doing is also so awesome, and it makes me so excited. And I don't know, this is like probably my most customizable pattern yet, and this is going to be my 24th pattern, so like that's saying a lot. I feel like all my patterns are pretty customizable. So yeah, I'll see you guys, and hopefully by next time I'll have done the next divider and maybe like half the next dog or something. Hey, I have not gotten as much done as I wanted to since the last update. I don't even know what the last update was. I think it was when I finished the second dog. But I've gotten the next divider row done of paws, and I'm like 5 rows into the next dog. I just need to get this done. So there's 2 dogs on the next one I'm making, and it's like leaning down and it has 2 legs forward, and one of the legs on one of the dogs is just gonna be like a bit further back than it should be, but we're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Let me show you. So this is where we are. You can see the new yellow cropping up soon. I really do like the way the paws turned out, but I think that's really what slowed me down yesterday, because I had to have like, I think I had 18 different bobbins going in one row, which is like really great for yarn management or whatever, but not great for my sanity. I did just wake up. If you can't tell, I feel pretty guilty for not providing an update last night before I went to bed, but I was so tired because I woke up at like 7 a.m. for unrelated reasons. And today I still have to do stuff with my Ireland like visa application, so we'll see how it all shakes out, because today is really my last day to get work done on this blanket. But again, I will be an optimist and we'll see where that gets me. I have many tools to help me this morning. Well, I haven't even like scrolled Twitter or anything, which is like very necessary for me in the mornings. I've just like brushed my teeth. I've made myself some granola yogurt, but I also added chocolate chips for the first time. So I'm going to make, well, I did make cinnamon tea for myself. Super excited about that. So I'm gonna give myself 5 minutes before I start, have my granola chocolate chip yogurt, have my cinnamon tea, and that's just going to like give me like a burst of energy, and I'm going to crochet faster than anyone has literally ever crocheted. I'm gonna update whenever I've finished dog 3 and maybe the next divider, okay? Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. Okay, you guys, it is currently 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday, October 15th, and I've finished dog number 3. Let me show you what he looks like. I said he, but I don't really mean to assign gender to these dogs. It's become less part of the discourse lately. I don't know if it was really ever discourse, but in my childhood, my siblings and I talked a lot about how all dogs were boys and all cats were girls. And so to me, all dogs are still boys. Sorry. But yeah, I'm really gonna have to put in the work, I think, if I want to finish this before tomorrow. I haven't done anything for my Ireland stuff today. I've basically ignored everything else in order to work on this, but I know I'm watching at least 3.5 hours of Survivor with my mom tonight, and then I'll probably have a couple more hours of work before I go to bed. So even if I don't finish it, I'll probably be like 10 rows away from finishing it, which will be so dissatisfying. But I can also wake up super early tomorrow. Maybe I'll just, I don't know, I can sleep on the flight to DC and we'll see how it all works out. But I have faith in myself. This makes me feel better. I only have one more divider and one more dog. And I've listened to a whole audiobook now while working on it. I finished my audiobook, so that's pretty exciting. I can see the end in sight. It is so close and yet so far. I know it'll take so many hours of work, but this dog is going to have less like rows than any other dog so far. So hopefully that will also help. I don't know. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Wish me luck. Hey. Hey. It's 3:29 a.m. on Thursday, October 17th. I have a very busy day ahead of me, and I'm probably gonna get about 5 hours of sleep. Have I finished the blanket? No. But I think that's very misleading because I actually got so much done. And I literally have 2 rows left. 2. I physically can't do it. I was on that last row, and so I was like, I'm just gonna see where 2 a.m. gets me. And then I was calling my boyfriend and I was crocheting while I was talking to him, and he was like, I look so great, like you're doing so great. And I was like, okay, then I guess I'll stay up a little bit longer, see if I can just finish this out tonight. Because honestly, I did not think I was gonna be able to I thought I was gonna stay up till like 2 a.m. but I thought I was gonna get like halfway done with this last dog, but that wasn't the case. I'm basically done with that dog. I only had to stay up an extra hour and a half to be able to not finish it, so that's really exciting. So pursue your dreams and stay up late. There's no reason for me to stay up this late. There's literally no reason. And I have to be up early tomorrow. I have so many important things tomorrow. I'm taking photos for my Ireland visa thing tomorrow, so hopefully I'll look good for those. And the best way to look good for photos, they always say, is staying up till 3:30 a.m. the night before. Yes. That silly little saying. There's so much fabric on this one. Like, I'm really, really proud that I have been able to do all of this by neglecting all of my responsibilities and challenging myself to something that really doesn't matter. Like, I was talking to my boyfriend about it, and I was like, oh, I'm so scared that I'm not gonna finish this, like, in the deadline I set for myself. And he was like, well, like, do you need it done by the weekend? I was like, no. He was like, well, it's okay then. And I was like, no, I don't think you get it. So no one understands me, and no one understands why I'm doing this, least of all myself. But here we are, and we're gonna finish it out tomorrow morning. Literally 2 rows left. It's gonna take me like 20 minutes tops, and then I'm not even gonna look at the project because I'm gonna be on a plane to DC. I feel like I have a purpose in life whenever I set these weird goals for myself. Like, whenever I was a kid, I loved watching, like, how much can I read in 24 hours, like booktube videos. My back has also been hurting so bad. My hands hurt like a lot. I really don't get a lot of hand hurtiness in crochet, but I think it is because I do crochet in moderation. But this is not crocheting in moderation. This is 1 curbillion stitches in less than a week. I'm pretty proud of myself for doing this. And I read a whole audiobook while I was doing it, and I watched a movie. My mom and I finished that season of Survivor. It was pretty good, had some great moments. Apparently Jeff Probst thinks it's like a pretty bad season though, so that's pretty sad. I'm gonna finish the blanket tomorrow. I'm so excited. The pattern still doesn't release for like another 6 weeks, so again, literally no reason for me to do this. I have so much time. I just really like preparing things beforehand. I hope you have enjoyed this now 3:34 a.m. section of this video. This is just me rambling, isn't it? I felt like I was so coherent in those other times. I felt like I was a different person. I didn't even brush my teeth tonight. I didn't even do my skincare routine. There are so many things that I'm neglecting for this useless purpose, but it's not useless because you're here and you appreciate it. Next clip is gonna be it finished in the morning, and I'm gonna be a person that's showered. I'm gonna be a person that's put on a shirt that's not one from the Mothman Museum in West Virginia. So I might have lied and defeated the point of this entire video, but I'm still gonna name it the same thing because I still did all the work that I intended to in the time frame that I intended to do it, but I might be redoing part of the blanket. I totally forgot I was making this video, if we're being totally honest, and I've just been focused on other things in life. Since that video, I sent in my application for Ireland. I got it approved, super excited. I've been dealing with Ireland related stuff, but I also did not like the way the food bowl part of the blanket turned out, so I adjusted the chart, added another food bowl like in that row, and remade it so it looks like this now. That's really not, I'm not going to give you a clear picture because I'm still obviously working on the final dachshund sausage dog part of it. I really don't want to unfold this and fold it back up again, and it is 10:33 p.m. on November 16th, and I intend to finish this by tomorrow because I need to get really good pictures, and tomorrow is supposed to be the last sunny day in a while, so the pattern's due next week to Lion Brand for the kit, which I'm super excited about. I love whenever they do kits because I always get like one or two like older women emailing me being like, I made this, I saw your like thing on Lion Brand's website and I loved it so much, and I was like, this is just the best thing ever. I just love whenever my patterns reach audiences that I didn't think they were going to reach. Like I'm doing these kits with Lion Brand, but I never thought about them promoting them to their own audience and like people in that audience actually buying and engaging with them for some reason. I always just think of myself as like only engaging with my own audience, do you know what I mean? So it's always super exciting. And this one's already getting a lot of love, which I'm very excited about. My testers are also finishing up, which is so cool. It's so great to see them come together. A lot of the charts like make the blanket super long, so a lot of them are skipping like the final 1 or 2 charts, and it still looks fantastic. I just need to finish this and get some good footage of it and finish up the pattern, and then it will be pattern release day. The next clip will probably hopefully be from like a day before release day. I lied again. I'm back right now. Whenever I finished the blanket, I didn't think I was gonna finish it tonight, but we persevere. It is now 3 a.m. exactly on Sunday, November 17th. So I probably added about 8 hours of work, I think, by undoing and redoing this. It was super quick work because like, I don't know, at a certain point, I just feel like I'm turbo crocheting. Yeah, about an extra 8 hours, which I think still fits into my 5-day time frame. These extra 8 hours wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for the fact that I am the designer. So I'm not really like counting this because I want to view myself as like a normal crocheter. And this wasn't a bump in the road. This didn't set me back on other things in my life that I could have used those 8 hours on. This is just, you know, like part of the process, right guys? Right guys? I do think it looks better. I'm very glad I went back and redid it. I didn't even say this in the last clip. I realized right after I finished recording, I changed the top dog on my blanket is a dachshund, and the divider row below that was a row of 4 food bowls, but I changed it to be 5 food bowls instead, so it filled it up a bit more, because there's like 10 paws in one divider row and 5 bones in the other divider row. So I thought the 4 was just like weird, like not a multiple 5, didn't really fill up the blanket like I wanted it to. Yeah, I'm so proud I got this done at 3 a.m. I was obviously staying up super late at other points of this video to get the blanket done, but not today, baby. I don't know if any of this footage is usable. Anyways, I'm so smart, fixed the aesthetic problem that I was having with the blanket. I'm very happy with my work, and I'm very excited for this pattern to release into the world. So this is what the finished blanket looks like. I think it turned out so well. I love how all the colors come together. I think all the individual dogs are also so good. And can we admire my stitch work for a little bit? And also this camera work. Okay. But today is also the pattern release day. It is 2 a.m. I'm not going to film any later in the day because I get really nervous about how sales go, and I try not to look at my phone and everything. So this is going to be my last update of the video. But thank you so much for following along on this beautiful blanket journey. I'm super happy with how it turned out. I hope you'll excuse the fact that I returned to the blanket like a month later and redid part of it. I'm very happy with this video. I think this is my first YouTube video where I feel like my actual personality shined through, and I feel a lot more comfortable recording long form in front of a camera. Oh my god. But yeah, if you're a crocheter, please buy the pattern. And not even like I normally am like, yes, please give me money, just straight up, like this is my job and I want you to buy the pattern. But since this is like my most customizable one yet, and there are so many different charts and different like colors that you can do this with, I want to see so many different combinations of this. It's kind of like with the flower rolls, and seeing like so many different colors that people make with that and how they modify the pattern for themselves. It's just so cool to see what people can do with instructions that you create that you never thought of yourself while you were making those instructions. So I cannot wait, like genuinely, to see what people make with this blanket pattern. And I already have a few photos from testers where they're like taking photos of it with their dogs, and that is literally the cutest thing ever in the entire world to me. But yeah, if you're interested in this pattern, it's gonna be on my Etsy and my website. I'm sure I'll put all the links in the description. I'm also doing a kit with Lion Brand, so if you want to get the exact same yarn that I used, you can hop over to that link, because I actually do like the yarn because I used it for this blanket and I love this blanket a lot. I just used it earlier today while I was doing word hunt against my mom. But yeah, thank you so much for following along on this third YouTube video of mine. I hope you really enjoyed it. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. Tell me what you liked and what you didn't, and please tell me if you're planning on buying the pattern or buying the kit or something, because I will be super excited and I can't wait to see what people make up from it. And thank you so much for watching this video. Bye!